Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new video on the Twin Flame Spirituality channel.
Hey!
As always, we are sitting here with our beautiful Genie. And the topic today is?
We'll be talking about the importance of taking care of the self. And
Self-care.
Yeah, and when we talk about the self, we're not only talking about physical, we're talking about the mental and the emotional also. So not only do we have to take care of ourselves and nourish the body so that it works properly, we also need to nourish the soul, we need to nourish the spirit, we need to nourish our emotions and, align hopefully all of them so that you're on top form
Yeah.
and you reach your maximum potential.
We believe that you should always try to lead a healthy lifestyle. For example, some monks, they go so far to only eat the minimum food, to have like a minimum of nutrition. We believe it's good to have close to optimal nutrition, sleep, workout, sports, and then, as Ginny said, on all levels, development, including like developing knowledge, developing skills.
Developing that tranquility within, I guess, yeah? So doing that inner work so that you get to a point that you have that inner calmness.
Yeah. And the more you expose yourself to things which you are not accustomed to, the better. Everything outside of your comfort zone, topics you may have never really read about or dig into. These are the things you should definitely put on the list because it makes you a more complete individual with more diverse knowledge, a better understanding.
It's also important to share your thoughts and discuss your thoughts with a like-minded person, like we do.
Very, very important. For example, the last video we made, Love, how people have conversations and how they talk about things that are insignificant rather than important topics. That's Love, why there can be people who have friends or even a partner, but they're still alone.
Yeah, they shy away from actually opening up.
Yeah.
And I just think that they associate opening up with weakness. So showing your, shall we say, your fragility and your innermost thoughts is a no-go zone.
Yeah.
Whereas we actually think it's beautiful and it's important and it's the building blocks
Yeah.
to oneness and wholeness. with
And
the
unfortunately,
universe.
many people run away from thinking about or discussing all these kinds of topics. Many businessmen lose themselves in this world of money chasing, and that they use that as an excuse to actually avoid all the spiritual topics they should be thinking about. And then you have the other extreme, no? You have people also who dedicate their lives towards spiritual things. And remember, our idea is to marry the two worlds, to be spiritual as well as to be members of society, to do things that change the
Contribute
world.
to society, yeah? Make a big
Yeah.
contribution, your biggest contribution to society. But it is empowering to find yourself and to be able to know exactly who you are. And
Yes.
use that in the business world.
Exactly, it's like a superpower.
Yeah, it is.
Like the better you know yourself, the more you develop spiritually, the more invincible you become. Because where other people completely stress out, you will be more grounded because you see things in perspective. Very important
When
point.
you live with purpose and with passion.
Yeah,
It's the most empowering part of the journey, I think.
I like that. That's a good idea of putting it, empowering, because that's true. And if you always do the right thing, you don't do something you have inner conflicts with, then you're very, very powerful, very strong. And then you develop on many, many levels. But of course, Lavi, let's go back to the self-care. For example, I love my cookies. We love our coffee. We all have
Yes.
our little,
It's all about moderation.
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can have a coffee. You don't need to, completely avoid coffee in your life. The only thing is that you need to take them need to take coffees in moderation.
Yeah.
You can have a coffee a day, and that's quite all right. What you don't want to do is have 20 coffees a day and be out of your tree completely.
Yeah.
Because caffeine, just accelerates the body, and you can't even function properly.
Yeah.
My maximum is a coffee in the mornings.
Yeah.
And I know what my body is like. Everybody is different, and that's what my body will tolerate.
Yeah, that's
One
important
coffee.
also. No, listen to your body because everybody's different,
Yeah.
love, no?
You can take 2 coffees, perhaps. Yeah.
I even believe, love, when it comes to this whole discussion about diet, and vegan and vegetarian and all that. Well, it really depends from person to person, no? Whether I think that some people they can deal with meat, others maybe can't.
Or you can do things temporarily. If you want to flush out, you want to cleanse.
That's a
yes,
good
go on
idea
a
as well.
gluten-free diet. I mean, I'm a celiac and I can't have, any wheat or gluten. But other people feel that, their bodies are asking for a cleanse. And they keep away from gluten and wheat for, say, 3 to 6 months. And that's enough for them.
Yeah, maybe you should do a video about that at one point, love, only about this topic because it's so big. But self-care. So just in this video as an overview. So we're talking about physical, mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
You need to be in good nick on all levels to be able to make a contribution. And if we believe that life is all about giving, how can you give if you're not you're not at your best? And you can only be at your best when you're aligned on all levels and you take care of yourself. You are important too.
That's very, very important. That was actually the main message we wanted to say in this video. Exactly. So if you want to give, that doesn't mean that you should hunger yourself to...
And forget about you.
Yeah.
The moment you start forgetting about you,
Yeah.
you're not really making your biggest contribution
Yeah,
to
I
others
feel-
and helping others.
Yeah. And that also relates to self-love, no? Taking care of yourself.
Self-love, self-compassion,
Yeah.
self-forgiveness.
So treat yourself as well. Nothing wrong about that. And enjoy it. There are many things in life you should enjoy. It's there for you to enjoy. It's not bad, You don't need to...
But everything in moderation. Again, we go back to the same
Yes.
thing.
And sometimes I struggle with that, I'm not the person who deviates towards moderation. I deviate towards extremes. So for me in particular, it's very important, these things. But let's get back to the other thing you said, love. So yeah, taking care of yourself to be able to give. So treating yourself well. What was the other thing, lovey?
Sleep. Sleep is
Yeah.
important. You need to rest. You need to rest the mind. You need to rest the body. You have to allow the body to recoup.
Yeah. For example, recently we were both very ill, and normally we're never ill. And throughout the year we were working a lot on so many projects.
We took it to the limit.
We took
Again.
it to the
Yeah,
limit,
yeah,
and
we
towards
took it
the
to
year end,
extreme.
I think suddenly, we got the check for that.
We did, because once we relaxed, it all came back with a vengeance. It was like, now you're really going to,
Cruising for.
we cruised for cruising and we got bruised badly. But we're now
That was a good
We're
reminder
now
for us.
getting better. Yes, sure. Everything in moderation.
Yeah. That being said, we should take that as a reminder for ourselves as well. We're pushing ourselves a lot, and that's not a bad thing neither. You should use the time you have in this world to do something positive and to leave a mark, I guess. No?
Yep. And change people's lives in some way or form.
Okay.
So thank you for listening. We will see you very soon on our next video. Sending you lots of love and
Light. Bye. Look at this beautiful surrounding. Wow. This ancient castle.